जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवसदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Wednesday. It is 29th of October. It's Kartika Masa, Damodara Masa, Shukla Paksham, Ashtami Tidi. So today there are few events. One is the Gopashtami, where Krishna is given in charge of tending the cows, from promoting the position, from tending the calves to cows. Okay, that is one event, and the three other events are disappearance day of Gadadhara Pandita, one of the Panchatattva, so who is associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and the second personality, Srinivasa Acharya, so who has spread Vaishnava books throughout the world by wandering around and then distributing the literatures. Okay, so that is the second personality. Third personality is Dhananjaya Pandita disappearance day. We shall read a few lines about those personalities. We shall start with Gopastami. So today, Usha Mataji, can I request to read this Gopastami first time, please?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. On this day, Lord Sri Krishna became a qualified cowherd. Before this day, he was a keeper of the cows. The killing of a Dhenukasura. Thus Sri Krishna, along with his elder brother Balram, passed the childhood age known as Kumara and stepped into the age of Pauganda. From the 6th year up to the 10th, at that time, all the cowherd men conferred and agreed to give those boys who has passed their 5th year charge of the cows in the pasturing ground. Given change of the cows, Krishna and Balram traversed Vrindavana, purifying the land with their lotus footprints. It is stated in the Kartika Mahatmya section of the Padma Purana. Sukalashtami Kritiketu Smrta Gopashtami Buddhaye Taddina Vasudevo Buddha Gopaha Purvam Tuva Sapaha. The eighth lunar day of the bright fortnight of the month of Kartik is known by authorities as Gopashtami. From that day, Lord Vasudeva served as a cowherd, whereas previously he had tended the cows. The word Padde indicates that Lord Krishna blessed the earth by walking on her surface with his lotus feet. The Lord wore no shoes or other footgear, but walked barefoot in the forest, giving great uh, anxiety to the girls of Vrindavana who feared that his soft lotus feet would be injured. Krishna said at that time that the cows are worshipped even by the demigods, and he practically demonstrated uh, how to protect the cows. At least people who are in Krishna consciousness should follow in his footsteps and given all protection to the cows. Cows are worshipped not only by the demigods. Krishna himself worshipped the cows on several occasions, especially on the days of Gopashtami and Govardhan Puja. Gopashtami ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So we shall also read a few lines from Gadadhar Das Goswami disappearance day. It is very big, but we shall cover very first few paragraphs. So we shall read up to. So he has disappeared on the 8th day of bright foot, and then let us see how much big is that. Okay. Okay, we shall read at least 4 or 5 paragraphs. Can I request David Mataji, would you like to read, Mataji?
Hare Krishna, yes, thank you very much. Sri Gadadhar Das Thakur previously lived at Navadvip. When the Lord went to live at Nilachal, Sri Das Gadadhara also there to be with him. Later on, Mahaprabhu sent him back with Nityanand Prabhu to preach in Bengal. He first stayed at Dahagram, which is situated on the banks of the Ganges. Then he spent some time in Navadvip, taking care of Sachimata and Vishnupriya. But after their disappearance, he came to live at Katwa, where Mahaprabhu had accepted sannyas from Keshava Bharti. He was a very confidential associate of Sri Gaura Nityananda. In Gaura Ganodesha Dipika, it is stated that he is an incarnation of the effulgence of Srimati Radharani's body, as well as an expansion of Purnananda Gopi. Though he was one of the associates of Nityananda Prabhu, the majority of whom were cowherd boys and thus situated in the mellow of friendship, he was always absorbed in the mood of a gopi. Once, as he was carrying a pot of Ganges water on his head, he called loudly, "Who wants to buy some milk?" Sometimes he would say, "Here is some first-class yogurt. Whoever wants to buy some, come here." Calling out like this, he would then laugh very loudly. When Mahaprabhu instructed Nityanand Prabhu to preach in Bengal, he sent Sri Ramadasa and Sri Gadadhara Das along with him. CC Adi 11.13, verse 14. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay, Dinesh Mataji, would you like to read next 2 paragraphs?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandar Pranam. Sure, Prabhuji, thank you. One day, Nityananda Prabhu came to Das Gadadhar's temple at the Dahagram. In the temple was a very beautiful deity of Sri Balagopal, which Nityananda Prabhu carefully picked up from the altar. While holding him against his chest, he began to dance in ecstasy. When all of the devotees saw that Gopal had taken shelter of the hearts of Sri Anantadeva, they made the uh, heavens resound with the vibration of Hari Hari. Nityananda Prabhu, who was very robust and heroic, when began to roar very loudly while engaging his ecstasy dance with Gopal ji. Then then Madhavananda Gosak began to singing some songs describing Krishna Dan Lila from Dan Keli Kaumadi. Hearing his sweet voice and the poetic descriptions of Krishna's Dan Lila, Nityananda exhibited all of the ecstasy symptoms within his body simultaneously as he danced like one intoxicated. The gestures he's in exhibiting while dancing were like slices of the lightning. His limbs moved with the unparalleled grace. His expression, eye movements, his sweet smile and eruptive laughter, then the shivering and the quacking of his head provided a feast for the devotees' eyes and ears. Beginning his two beautiful lotus feet together, he would then jump in such a way as to completely competitive one's mind. whomever he would whomever he would look at would find themselves floating in an ocean of the mellow of love of Krishna. And by his merciful glance, they forgot about the existence of their philosophy body. The level of devotee that is sought by great yogis and munis was attending that day by the ordinary men and women of that place, as they release the remains of Lord Chaitanya's love for Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, there is further pastimes. Again, going back to here. So again, there is a very intimate exchanges between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then Gadadhara Dasa. So there are a few things. And finally, so it is coming to the pastimes that the Kazi, having been purified by the transcendental vibration of Hari, took shelter of Das Gadadhar Thakura's lotus feet. In this way, Das Gadadhar Thakura delivered many sinful, wicked Yavanas and other such people. Okay, so he disappeared on the 8th day of bright fortnight in the month of Kartik. And the devotees, for more descriptions, you go through this link here. Of course, if you just simply type Gadadhar Dasa Goswami Disappearance Day, iscondisati.com, you will get the link straight away in the first. Okay, so this is pastimes of Gadadhar Das, and we shall also read a few lines about Dhananjaya Pandita. He was a very rare soul. Nityananda Prabhu was always present in his heart. So, Dhananjay Pandit, his Shripat is at Sitalagram, Mangal Kotakhana, Bardhaman district. So, there is a railway station. I think it is describing about where it is located. And he is also, Dhananjay Pandita also stayed at Sankara Pankara for some time, according to the opinion of some. He was born in the village of Jargram within the district of Katagram. And also after returning from Vrindavan, he also worshipped the deities at Jalandigram. At present, the deities of Gopinatha, Shri Nitai Gaura, and Shri Damodara Salagram Sila are being worshipped there. He has no descendants, but he had a brother by the name Shri Sanjaya, whose son was Shri Ramakanai Thakura. His Sripat is located in Mukulagrama near Bolpur. Sanjaya was perhaps the disciple of Dhananjaya Pandita. The present Sevakas at Setalagram are the descendants of Dhananjaya Pandit's disciple. So his disappearance on the 8th day of bright fortnight in the month of Kartik. That is about Dhananjaya, so not much information. And coming to Srinivasacharya, he is a great Acharya in our lineage. So Srinivasacharya, Shyamananda Prabhu, and Narottama Das Thakur, they all together, they have spread this book distribution with. So here few lines about it. It's again Srinivasacharya's disappearance. It contains long information. I shall read a few lines only. So Sri Ramachandra Kaviraja, the son of Kandavasi, Chiranjeeva and Sunanda, was a disciple of Srinivasacharya and the most intimate friend of Narottama Das Thakura, who prayed several times for his association. His younger brother was Govinda Kaviraja. Srila Jiva Goswami very much appreciated Sri Ramachandra Kaviraja's great devotion to Lord Krishna and therefore gave him that title Kaviraja, Sri Ramachandra Kaviraja, who was perpetually disinterested in family life, greatly assisted in preaching work of Srinivasacharya and Narottama Das Thakura. He resided at first in Srikanda, but later in the village of Kumarnagar on the bank of the Ganges. Govinda Kaviraja was the brother of Ramachandra Kaviraja and youngest son of Chiranjeev of Srikanda. Although at first a Shakta or worshipper of goddess Durga, he was later initiated by Srinivasacharya Prabhu. Govinda Kaviraj also resided first in Srikanda and then in Kumaranagara, but later he moved to the village known as Telia Budari on the southern bank of the river Padma. Okay, so again, there are few things. So since Govindaraja, the author of two books, Sangeeta Madhava and Geetamrita, was a great Vaishnava Kavi or poet, Srila Jiva Goswami gave him the title Kaviraja. He described in the Bhakti Ratnakara ninth wave. Okay, that comes from Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the Chaitanya Charitamrita Adilila 11th chapter 51 purport. Okay, and Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj took pleasure in writing the infrequent passages which glorified Gopala Bhatta, and he never told Sri Bhatta how he had written them. So there are again few pastimes of different personalities here. So here Prabhu empowered Sri Rupa and others to write and compile scriptures on Vaishnava religion. For the propagation of those scriptures, he empowered Srinivasacharya. So again, it comes from the Bhakti Ratnakara. Acharya and Sri Thakura Mahasaya were of the same soul in their devotion to Prabhu. Thakura Mahasaya had revealed the powers of both Rupa Goswami and Srinivasa in his shlokas. It again from the Bhakti Ratnakara. Okay, so and Srinivasacharya was a great scholar who benedicted the world by distributing these valuable Vaishnava books. Okay, so I'm just reading here and there within the picking up where Srinivacharya is there. Srinivacharya met Narottama in Vrindavana, and gradually a dynamic new circle of Vaishnava was established there. Srinivas also met Shyamananda in Vrindavana. It comes from Bhakti Ratnakara, KHA 350. And the embodiment of Lord Chaitanya's love by Satyarajadasa. So there also it is described. Srinivacharya is the one of the most important personalities, and he is the love of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, love and ecstasy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Srinivacharya's parents, they are the Brahmana Gangadhara Bhattacharya and his wife Lakshmi Priya lived in a small village of Chakandi on the bank of the Ganges in Budhwan, district of Bengal. They longed to raise a child who would be a great devotee, but until the birth of Srinivacharya, they were childless for many years. So that this happens in number of families where who has not got a child, but later on they beget a devotee child because of their austerities and penances and longing for. So it is not begetting a child very early. If we wait it, then there is going to be a devotee child like that. So okay, then again there is lots of pastimes and dear devotees. You can just go through this one in the ISKCON.com. I will, and also there is a few pastimes about his appearance, Srinivasa's youth, Narahari, his association with other devotees, how he meets Gadadhar Pandita, and Srinivasa as a Gaura Shakti. He is empowered by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and his association with Navadvipa devotees, and Srinivasacharya meets Jahnava Devi, so that pastime, and his journey to Vraja, and so these are different kinds of sections are there. That is from the events perspective. So for now, we shall move into our daily Srimad Bhagavatam. So remembering these Vaishnava Acharyas, even though we do not know about their pastimes, but every year we read it, we know a little bit more, and then on one day we also receive the ecstasy of these devotees and the mood and mellows into our life. Okay, that is from events perspective. We shall move into Srimad Bhagavatam. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so Vidura's reflections after hearing from the Maitreya Rishi. So he was mentioning a people or the whoever has performed some kind of austerities and penances, it is possible for them to come to Krishna consciousness. Otherwise, it is not possible to come and glorify Krishna among the devotees association. So likewise, he was Durapahya Alpatapasaha Seva Vaikunthavatmasu Yatrupagite Nityam Deva Devo Janardanaha. So likewise, many people may think that I am a devotee, I know these things like that. But here, Vidra is mentioning Durapahi. So there, it is very rare for them. It is not possible at all. Durapahi Alpatapasaha Seva Vaikunthavatmasu Yatrupagite Nityam Deva Devo Janardanaha. Okay, unless they have performed austerities and penances, they do not get a chance to associate with the devotees. Yeah. And devotees, they're always engaged in the devotional service. Yatra upagiyate nityam deva devo janardanaha. So after saying that, now Vidura, whenever Maitreya Muni was speaking about the Mahatattva, how this universe has created, starting from the Pradhana Prakriti Mahatattva, and through three material modes of nature, it was manifested goodness, passion, and ignorance. From the goodness, the mind and all the demigods got manifested. From the mode of passion, the senses and the this Jnanendriyas and Karanendriyas and corresponding the knowledge, Jnana Sekti, Kriya Sekti, they were manifested. And from the mode of ignorance, the Tanmatras, the sense perceptions, and Panchabhutas, they got manifested. So Vidura has took that gist of that knowledge what Maitreya Muni has spoken, and then now he is asking to go more into those details. So saying that Vidura just bringing that information. So in the beginning of Maitreya Muni, in the beginning, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so he has created this Mahatattva, and then later on, he manifested Virat Rupa form, and then Lord has entered into it. So in order to inquire Maitreya Muni more about those pastimes, again, he is just bringing that concept. Okay, so likewise, Vidura is saying, we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, chapter 7, verse number 21. सृष्ट्वाग्रे महदादीनि सविकारनि अनुक्रमात् तेभ्यो विराजम् उद्धृत्य तम् अनुप्राविशद्विभुः. Srishtva Mahadadini. So after creating Srishtva Agre in the beginning, Srishtva in the beginning after the creation, so what he did, Mahad Adini. So he has created this material energy, Mahad Adini, Mahatattva, and then through Mahatattva, this Ahankara got manifested through three material modes of nature. Okay, Mahadadini and Savikarani along with the sense organs, Savikarani, Anukramat, and by gradual process of differentiation. So they are starting from the Tanmatras. Tanmatras are the sound. From the sound, whatever is generated, the ears got generated, and then for that one, the sky also got generated. As I said, the sound, the sense is the ears, and then the Panchabhuta, the sky, the three are generated from the mode of ignorance. That is, from the sound, gradually later on, the air, sense of touch, and then the skin. So that is one sense perception, and also Panchabhuta. As I said, they got manifested. Gradually, finally, the earth got manifested, the nose and the sense of smell. So this is gradual elevation. So starting from the sound, starting from the mode of ignorance, where it starts, like the sound. We can say that from the sound, this entire universe got manifested. That is the source. Okay, so Savikarani Anukrama, one after another, by the gradual process of differentiation. Tebhya Virajam Buddhrutya. Tebhya, out of that, Virajam. So after manifesting all these Panchabhutas, Tanmatras, senses, and everything, the gigantic Virata form got manifested. This is universal form. Virajam. Mudritya, and manifesting. Tam anupravishat vibhuhu. Later on, the Lord has entered into that universal form. Okay, likewise, here, Maitreya Muni, Vidura, he is reflecting himself. Tam anupravishat vibhuhu. सृष्ट्वाग्रे महदादीनि सविकाराणि अनुक्रमात् तेभ्य विराजम् उद्धृत्य तम् अनुप्राविशत् विभुः. So translation: after creating the total material energy, the Mahatattva, and thereby manifesting the gigantic universal form, the senses and sense organs, the Supreme Lord entered within it. Okay, purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, so this is tiny line, I shall read it. Fully satisfied by the answers of the sage Maitreya, Vidura wanted to understand the remaining portions of the creative function of the Lord, and he took the clue from the previous topics. Okay, so that is from Srimad Bhagavatam. So this is, yes, he took the clue from the previous topics that Maitreya Muni has spoke about the gradual creation of the Supreme Personality, creation of this universe by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But even though he creates and he enters it, but he is always Goloka eva nivasati akilatma bhuto. He is separated from all the universal creation functions. So here, when we speak about the creation, here it comes from starting from the Mahavishnu, that is Karnodakasai Vishnu, and later on Garbhodakasai Vishnu, and then Kshirodakasai Vishnu, and this Virata Rupa form. These are all the Purusha incarnations. Karnodakasai Vishnu, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, Kshirodakasai Vishnu, and Virata form. These are the four forms that we would be discussing. These are the main reasons for this material manifestations, or material creation or manifestation. They are directly or indirectly in contact with some kind of activities in the universal affairs, whereas Krishna, so he is enjoying in the Goloka Vrindavan. But all these expansions from the Krishna expands as Balaram in the spiritual world. Balaram expands Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha. And then from the Sankarshana of that first quadruple, Lord Narayana gets expanded, and he stays in the Vaikuntha planets with 400 forms, and all the 400 forms are, along with all his associates there. They're all eternal. And then again from Narayana, there is a second quadruple which is called Vasudeva, Sankarshana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. So there in the second quadruple of the Sankarshana is called Mahasankarshana, from whom this Karnadakasai Vishnu got expanded, and who stay in the Karana ocean, Kajal ocean, from whose body there are so many innumerable universes. यः कारणानवजले बज्रिस्मयोगा निद्रामनन्त जगदण्ड सरोमकूपः आधारशक्तिम् अवलम्ब्य परां स्वमूर्तिं गोविन्दमादिपुरुषं तमहं भजामि. So that is Karanodakasai Vishnu, from whose body so many universes are emanating from his bodily pores. Okay, that is the starting point. Okay, later on, he enters into each and every universe as Garbhodakasai Vishnu, and then further, he expands as Virata Rupa and Kshirodakasai Vishnu, and as a super soul, so many things got manifested. But Krishna is outside of all these manifestations. Okay, so that Vidura wanted to go deep into those details. Okay, likewise, he is inquiring, started mentioning about that. Sustvagre Mahadadini Savikarani Anukramat Tebhyo Virajam Mudhrutya Tam Anupravishad Vibhuhu. Okay, that is from Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Okay, we are at 7 o'clock now. Time for Damodarastakam by Drishti Mataji. Okay, and the devotees who are doing ghee lamp offering, kindly turn on the videos. Now Mataji is here. Hare Krishna, Drishti Mataji. When you are ready, kindly start the
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Mataji.
So I just have to chant the
Sing.
Damodarashtakam. Okay.
Yes, Mataji.
Namami Sharam Sachidanandarupam लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानं यशोदाभियोलुकालातवमानं परं स्थितमत्यन्ततु धृत्या गोप्या रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं मृजन्तम् कराम्भोजयुग्मेन सतन्कनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासकम्पातिरिक्तकान्ता स्थितग्रीवं दामोदरं भक्तिपादम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरनन्दकुन्दे स्वघोषं निमाजन्तम् अख्यापयन्तम् तदीयेषिताजेषु भक्तिजितध्वम् पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सतवृत्तिवन्दे वरं देवमोक्षं न मोक्षवतीं वा न चान्यं वृणेऽहं वरिसदपीह इदं देव पुरनाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनसि अविरष्टं किमन्ये इदं ते मुखं भोजम् अत्यन्तनीले वृतं कुन्तले स्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्यास् मुहुष्कुम्भितं बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनसि अविरष्टम् अलं लक्षलभे नमो देवदामोदरनन्तविष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखजलप्तिमग्नम् कृपादृष्टिवृक्षातिदिनं बतानु गृहाणैष माम् अज्ञम् इति अकीदृश कुबेरात्मजोपादं मृत्यैव यद्वत् त्वया मोक्षितो भक्ति भजो कृतो च तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकं मे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह नमस्ते स्तुताम्ने स्फुरप्तिदाम्ने त्वदीयोदया यथ विश्वस्य धाम्ने नमो राधिकायै त्वदीया प्रियायै नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे राम 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 हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
जय राधा दामोदर राधा
राधा दामोदर राधे जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे
जय यशोदा दामोदर यशोदा दामोदर यशोदा दामोदर श्री राधे
जय यशोदा दामोदर यशोदा दामोदर यशोदा दामोदर श्री राधे
श्री राधा दामोदर भगवान की
जय
Jai.
Thank you, Mataji. Would you like to read the translations, Mataji, please?
To the Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokul, who eyed Judah the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt, and his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding motor in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind her, who ran after him with greater speed to that Supreme Lord Sri Damodar. I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord Sri Damodara, whose belly is bound not with ropes but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokul in pools of ecstasy and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge and of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikunt, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bal Gopal in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use for me to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair, tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you, O Damodara, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me by showering your glance of mercy upon me. Deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodar, just as the 2 sons of Kuver, Manigriv, and Nalakuvara were delivered from the curse of Narad and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with rope to a wooden grinding mortar, in the same way, please give to me your own prema bhakti. I alone long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodar, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Hare Krishna.
Hare Shri Radha Damodara Bhagavan ki jai.
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 Thank you, Mataji. Very beautifully sung and very nicely read. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Meena Mataji, Jayaved Mataji, Dina Sreshta Mataji, and Dina Sreshta Mataji. 2 darshans. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhuji. I couldn't manage to do for the Gaur Nitai, Madhur Nitai, Vishambari to give darshan, so then I joined the 2 device. Hariva.
Very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Okay, that is from Dharmadrastakam. Thank you, Drishti Mataji. We would like to have your association for Japa. You are doing very nice kirtans, Mataji. And please give your association singing, glorifying the Lord.
Thank you, Prabhu, for giving me the occasion to serve a little bit.
Thank you, Mataji. So, and also today evening, also Kirtan evening is there at 8 p.m. You can join us and sing a beautiful Kirtan or Hare Krishna Mahamantra, whatever you feel very nice, how you feel to glorify the Lord. Okay, that is today at 8 p.m. Okay, so that is from Damodarastakam. And from the announcements point of view, so our upcoming event is Kirtan evening at 8 p.m. Okay. That's all from the announcement side from me. And dear devotees, if you have got any updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, are we reading the Prabhupada letter today?
Yes, yes, Mataji. Thank you for reminding. So just okay. Shall move to next is Srila Prabhupada's letter to Tamal Krishna and Syam Sundara, December 13th, 1970. Can I request any other devotees to read this letter, please? Maybe I would like to read.
I will read, Prabhu. If nobody wants to read, maybe Drashti Mataji wants to read, then she can.
Sure, Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay. My dear Tamal Krishna and Syam Sundara, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your letter dated December 6, 1970. Regarding the land in Bombay, we shall prefer to have that vacant land at 5 lakhs. That is a better place than Mr. Seth's building. From your letter, everything is encouraging. Still, you should post me daily one letter. I am anxiously awaiting your full report from Bombay in letters. Regarding Surat, how can we go? We have not received any money, so it should be postponed. We have received 2 telegrams but no money. In the meantime, I have received 2 letters from Jayapataka Swami in Calcutta. I have received 1 telegram from Gurudasa in Delhi, reading as follows. CCP granted also official letter clearing books, waiving dim demurrage, sent to old forts trying Indian 18th Gurudasa. So I am very anxious to know what you have been able to do in the matter of receiving the books. Because of the proposed meeting with Indira Gandhi on the 18th instant, our Gorakhpur program is not fixed up. If you have already purchased tickets in the meantime, you may go there as a plan. But our arrival from these ends is not yet as certain. Please keep me informed by daily letters as you promised before my leaving for Indore. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever Vishal Ekshiridan Swami Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai.
Jai. Thank you, Mataji. Any takeaway points, Mataji, from this letter?
So takeaway is that Prabhupada just purchasing that Bombay land, and then how he is bit like anxious to know, and he likes to purchase the empty vacant land, not like he said the sets building is not good. But yeah, please inform me every day, send me the letter, and then I would like to know. But not any from the Surat. I said we got the telegram, but not the money, so that it should be postponed. And I'm sure about that other one is granted for that Guru Dasa message. But like so receiving the books, as Prabhupada is very anxious to know about the books. And yes, then meeting with Indira Gandhi, so something like that with the Guru program. So not very much takeaway, but yeah, I could understand. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. Very nicely summarized. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add? Okay, so since even that period, Prabhupada was trying to get to this Indira Gandhi's apartment meeting. So this is so that he can preach Krishna consciousness there. So that is how it was starting from in the beginning days in the 1960s, even prior to that, 1950s or something, 1940s as well. Prabhupada's preaching was going from a very long time since he was young. Okay, that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. Thank you so much, Mataji. Any other events or updates, dear devotees? If you have got, kindly share. Otherwise, we shall conclude and continue with further chapter. Okay, we shall conclude. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya
Vishya
kripasindhu
kripa sindhu evishcha patitanam pavanebhyo
पावनेभ्यो
vaishnavebhyo namo
वैष्णवेभ्यो
namah.
नमो नमः
अनंत कोटि वैष्णवृंद की
कृष्ण
जय,
की
समवेत
जय
भक्तवृंद की जय, जगत गुरु श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय. Thank you. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Hare Krishna all devotees. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण